Hey YouTube! Please pardon my undone, well actually my half-done appearance at the moment. Today I'm going to be doing a try-on as well as a review of these brand new Real Techniques brushes. I'm so incredibly excited about these. These released last week as a platinum only special one-day kind of deal at Ulta, and I scooped up 4 out of 5. This collection is called the Blend and Blur, and correct me if I'm mistaken, but this looks like Real Techniques duped the Artiste brushes. Now if you're thinking like I was, that this is a little tiny bit late to the game in terms of this dupe, let me tell you, Real Techniques put a lot of time and effort into perfecting these, and I have zero complaints. I really wanted to try the Artiste brushes for ages. I did not want to drop the amount of money that they cost, and I'm so happy that Real Techniques has made a very affordable and high quality option. These are so good. What I'm going to do in this video is show you how I use each brush as well as my tips and tricks. I found some things work better than others, at least for me, so I'm going to share those with you, just kind of show you usage of them, that kind of deal. And one more comment before I get started. These will release on September 28th. They are different prices, so I'll list them in the description box. The only one that I did not buy is the eyeshadow brush. I'm very happy with my eyeshadow brushes, and I just didn't feel the need for it, but I do have the other 4 to review. Okay, let's get started with the foundation brush. This one is a densely packed oval head for cream or liquid foundation application. Use circular motions to evenly apply all over face. So I'm already primed. What I'm going to do is use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation and this brush. Now one thing that I did find with this brush, as well as all of the brushes, is they are all very densely packed, which means that you kind of end up needing to use a little bit more foundation, almost in the same sense as a beauty blender. It does seem to hold on to a lot of product. Now I gotta come on here and tell you guys, as a dry skin person, I did not have high expectations of this brush. I figured I would get a similar result to every other foundation brush pretty much ever, which is a little bit of a, if not streaky, a flaky finish. And I cannot believe that I'm here to tell you guys, you don't get that finish with this. It is a remarkably beautiful finish, even on dry skin. I think it's that these bristles are very soft. It just seems to work extremely well. It actually, in spite of its giant size, gets up under your eye very well. You can move it around to every part of the face. It's very well designed, in spite of, when I took it out of the package, I really thought this is too large. One possible con with this, depending on what you're going for, is that as this, as well as every brush in this collection, is a very densely packed brush, it's going to give you a lot of finish. So therefore you're going to get kind of a medium or full coverage from this. I think if you're looking for a light application, I would not recommend this. I would definitely recommend this for a medium to full coverage application. I also want to be straight with you guys, so I'm going to say that I don't think it is the best application for under eye concealer. Even though it does get under there, I felt like, under your eye, I felt like it gave me a better base for concealer, and that I would rather go in with a beauty blender afterwards and even out the rest of my concealer specifically. I'm going to do a little bit of cream contour next, but I'm not going to start with this brush. I learned this one the hard way. So this is also very densely packed, and because of it, I like it for blending out but not applying my concealer. So I'm going to be using my Cover FX brush to get the precision line that I want initially. And now I'm blending out with the contour brush. It is fantastic for blending out, just too thick for initial application. And I want to add just how well this blends out your nose. I was really concerned with this brush as well that it would be too big for my nose contour, and it actually works really well because you're able to get down the sides of your nose. Now in all truth, none of these brushes are excellent for applying powder because you need looser bristles. So I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush for powdering under my eyes. And then I'm following with the IT Cosmetics powder brush for the rest of the face. Alright, moving on to the cheek brush. This one is a densely packed oval head Covers apples of cheek for targeted application and blending. Use circular motions to blend out blush or highlighter. Now, this does work for both blush or highlighter. I liked it just a tad bit more for blush. I liked that it gives a really precise blush application. For highlight, it goes on a little bit thick. So I'm applying California with this brush. I'm going to leave that looking heavy for the moment. You'll see why. I will do the highlighter application just to give you guys an example. Okay, so I know I just applied some powder contour pretty sloppily, but it's to make a point. I'll show you in a moment. So I'm going to finish this whole look off with the Blend and Blur base brush. This one is the gigantic brush in this series. It is a densely packed oval head for maximum blending from face to décolletage. Use sweeping or circular motions to blend out powders, creams, or liquids. By far, this is my favorite blending brush. Wait until you see what it does to this sloppy mess on my face. It's absolutely amazing, and so quick and so easy. What's so funny to me about this particular brush is when I first took this out of the packaging, I could not believe how heavy it is. I'm not kidding you guys, this is a heavy, huge, huge brush. However, it's phenomenal. It might actually be my favorite brush in this series. Maybe I really like the foundation brush too, but the ease at which this blends out everything. If you've ever struggled with harsh lines on your face from your powder contour in particular, because powder is what I liked this with, powder contour, powder brush, powder highlighter, this just smooths everything out like a dream. It's what blending dreams are made of. Alright guys, so that is the completed look using these brushes. I'm overall so incredibly impressed with these, and I would definitely say you should pick up the one that you're looking for depending on your needs. I just felt that each one of these had a perfect place in my life. This one being the perfect precision cheek applicator, this one being the perfect all-over blender, this one being a foundation brush for even dry skin, and this just blending out contour wonderfully. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd say it's this one just because of how much I needed this brush in my life. My previous blending brush takes a lot longer than this. It's good, but this one it got everything done so fast and so perfectly. I love all of these. I think they all give you, due to their denseness, a more full coverage look no matter what type of product you're applying. But, you know, for a lot of people that is a pro, and for those people, these are a great purchase. Alright guys, so that is the completed look using these brushes. I really want to comment one more thing. These are incredibly well made. I already washed them before I used them. They're obviously not washed just now, but I washed them before I used them today, and nothing fell apart on them whatsoever. I actually think this design is pretty brilliant if you think about the fact that this is going to be a lot more water resistant than a lot of brushes that we're used to. Overall, I am very pleased with these brushes. I think they are phenomenal for a fuller coverage application. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to be picking these up when they become available. And definitely make sure you guys check out my giveaway. It's ongoing until October 20th. I'll link it in the description box below. I am actually giving away a Real Techniques Eye Detail and Define set in there, so don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching another video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a like, hit subscribe, and peace out, YouTube.